You need to be acknowledging, letting us know that you have completed the task daily. Now, Ray is going to show you exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to bring him up. But I just want to give you guys this little caveat. If you are not showing up and you're not showing support to your teammates, I will casually inbox you and send you your money back. We don't need your money. We need your energy. We need your help. We need your support. A team that works together profits together, and that's what we're here to do in our community. And it's not profit. You know what I'm saying? We want to help more people, and we can't help more people if we're dragging along with you. So that's our purpose, is just really to help more people get what they want, the donations to fund their cause. So let me show you guys this. This might be something that you might not know. And when you're onboarding and you're getting people into your organization, when you go to your, let me see, settings. Can you see that, Ray? Let me make it bigger.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you go to your settings. No, I lied. I think it's preferences. Okay. You go to your preferences, and here inside your preferences, you see name. You see what my name is, right? The reason why I did that is because when you come into Fund My Cause, it says you are contributing to San Warren's heart transplant. Sometimes when a person sees a name there, I mean, you don't have to do this. This is just something that I do and some other people are doing, is they put their cause there, because people want to know when they're given to an individual, then it's like, you know, they rather be given to a cause. And then you say, well, when they have more than 2 people, why is it that they're not given directly to your cause? Well, how this program works is you have to help somebody who helps somebody who helps somebody who helps somebody that gives to your cause. This is a helping community. So when you come in by indirect a wave or a ripple, you are giving to that person's cause. Because if you help Tina, if you help Ray, if you help Lonnie and you donate to their cause, ultimately you're donating to my cause. Okay? So that's how you explain that. If someone comes in and say, well, look, I just want to be given to you, and I see that I'm given to Ranger Joe. No, you're not. We're a supported community, and by helping other people in their cause, we get our cause funded. There you go. It's more empowering, and it's more humanistic when you're helping other people get what they want and need, and the help that they're looking for. Then guess what? It comes back to you. So that's the principle that we stand on. So that's the caveat that I want to show you guys about your name. You don't have to put your name there. This system isn't structured that you have to have your. You can put Mike Jones there. You can put whatever you want. You don't have to put your real name there. It's up to you and what you want to do. Some people don't have their real name. Let me go back and show you that again. You go here and you click on the pencil and you put in cancer for your first name, and then your last name is research, and then you put in your secret word and you hit save. So when it comes up, it will say cancer research, and it says you are giving to cancer research. Just that simple. Doesn't matter if your real name is there. Now when we look inside the matrix, and I'm gonna go to that and show you guys the matrix, and I see Glenna Lawrence, and then I see this right here, and then Chuck. Let me see Chuck. Let me go down. See right here with Willie. It says Willie Super. That's his username. So I know who he is, Willie Super. And then I know Isaac's Education Fund. I'm giving to Isaac Education Fund. I see Lonnie, and then right here I see I'm giving to the Polar Plunge, and so on and so on. Pam is Food on the Table Kids. I think that's what it is. I don't know for sure, but though that's Chuck Child for Hunger is his username, but it says at the top you're giving to Chuck Marquardt. Some people don't want to give to a person; they rather give to a cause. That's just some people, but that's that is neither here or there. But if you're looking, I had some people ask me saying, "How do I customize that? I can't figure out how everybody's doing it." So I wanted to show you guys. This is how we're doing it. In case you want to do it, it's not mandated. It's not saying it's going to be any better than just putting your name there, but it's something that you can customize in the system, and it's not going to be anything negative against you. So I'm moving on. Moving on. Your wallet. Make sure when you're setting up people into your business that you're telling them how to get into their wallet or how to set up their wallet. That's the first thing. Make sure you help them set up a wallet. You can go to blockchain.info, blockchain.com, and go ahead and get registered, create an account, and you can log into your account. Let me see if I have any monies in mines. Probably not. Oh, I got $10. Whoa, 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 whoa. Make sure that when you're sending out your transactions that you're notating what you're sending it out for. Make sure that you're sending out those, when you send out those transactions, you're notating, I'm sending it to Raymain 0.05 to whatever, and for upgrade level 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, or if someone's new in the business, make sure you're doing that, because people in this system, you can receive a lot of transactions and someone says, yeah, I sent it, but there's no way to really verify that you sent it unless, even with the transaction code. So let me show you guys how to find the transaction code inside. First of all, you want to know what your address is. Your address. So when you log into blockchain, when you click on receive, this is your address. Okay? When you go inside of Fund My Cost and you go to your Bitcoin wallet, and this is always the hardest part for me, is to get on that wallet. When you click on, it asks you to set up, it wants your wallet website, which is blockchain.info if you're using blockchain, and they want your address, that address I showed you a minute ago, and they want your secret password, and then you hit save, and now you have just completed that. And now when people come into the community, when they want to send a donation, they will know where to send it to, and that's exactly how that works. But in blockchain, all right, once you are in blockchain and I want to make a transaction, to Ray. Let me send Ray, do you have your address available? Can you get to your address? I want to send you a couple million. If you can, put your address up here into the chat box when you get a chance. Your whatever address you're using, so I can make a transaction and show them how to make a transaction. Anyway, moving right along. Now, I saw this article and I thought it was something that I might share with people that think you might know. When you're talking to people, some people want the anonymity of Bitcoin. But reading this article, it says that why criminals can't hide behind Bitcoin. Even though they think it's not traceable, it is traceable. You gotta know that the FBI, you guys know who those guys are. So if you have people that are telling people that to join this because they won't get traced, if they want to find that person, they can find that person. It's not as when Bitcoin first started, yes, but now because more people are turning. This one guy had, let's see where it says, the Federal Bureau of Investigations and other law enforcements beg to differ. They're talking about it being criminals couldn't be found. He said Ross Upright, a 31-year-old American who created Silk Road, a Bitcoin facilitating for the sale of 1 billion in illegal drugs, was sentenced to life prison on February 2, 2015. In March, the assets of 28-year-old Cortez National, I can't pronounce all that right there, was seized, and he was a suspect of laundering 40 million in stolen Bitcoin. So they can trace them. They can be found. You know, nothing is really a secret out here when they tell you. Now, if you don't have enough money to go through the investigation, or maybe you just lost maybe $200 or so, then they're not going to really worry about tracking you. But millions of dollars, they're going to track it. 2 or more fell in September 2015. 2 more people fell. 33-year-old American Trendon Shavers pleading guilty to running a $150 million Ponzi scheme, the first Bitcoin security fraud case. And a 30-year-old French Mark Keppels was arrested and charged with fraud, embezzling of $390 million from now shattered Bitcoin currency exchange Mt. Gox. So that tells you that the people that say, you know, hey, they have never know what I'm doing. If you're doing something, then make sure you're not trying to hide in the Bitcoin world, because they will find you no matter where you're at. But other than that, it's pretty much still a new community of stuff, people coming together. You still don't have to have a lot of regulation like you do with banks, and that in itself is a plus as well. So back to Fund My Cause. On your dashboard, you guys, you see I have my photo there. You want to go in and you want to update your photo. All you have to do is put your photo there. If you've been in on this thing for a while, come on, let's get looking like professionals in here. Get your profile and stuff set up, get it looking good. Make sure that you because I mean, you don't have to do it. I just think you would want to do it. I have my little photo. Let me see what it looks like. See, I have donate for life, and it's a gift, and this is donate your organs, you know, because of my heart transplant and stuff like that. You know, people should donate. That's my cause. You know, that's what I really support, and other things. Now, one thing to let you guys know, this referral summary is not correct. If you guys are looking at your numbers, they're working on getting the summary up to speed, because if you go into your actual referrals, I mean, some of you guys have so many referrals, but they're not listed. You have a list view, and then you have this view right here. The list view is more like the other page that I just showed you. When you go on the levels, it will show the persons on each level. All right. Now, if you can't come into this opportunity and you've had 1 or 2 people fall up under you, you should be moving to the next level. You should be moving to the next level. You should be upgrading, because one, Bitcoin is really, really low right now. Hey, Ray, did you get your link already?
In the chat.
Okay, cool. Coinbase.
Actually,
right.
that's my blockchain.
All right, cool. No. I was just showing my Coinbase that I got. So in Coinbase, I like the what they call it, the interface. I like the interface. It's real nice, real beautiful, real organized and everything. So in Coinbase, and I want to go ahead and make a transaction, and I'm going to send a transaction to Ray, and then show you the hashtag ID, and then when Ray receives it, I want him to send it back to me, and then show you a hashtag ID on that side. Is that okay, Ray?
That's all right.
All right. So what you want to do is, say in Fund My Cause, I'm gonna go back to upgrade. If you're upgrading, you want to click on upgrade to the next stage. Okay, you have to pay the admin fee now. It's something new. They figured out that everybody in the system is making money, and we want to get a piece of this. We built it, we started it, but really, we're maintaining it and doing all this stuff, but we're not really making any money. So they decided to add 0.00216 BTC. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay, so what do you do when you don't know what it is? You ask Google. You ask Google. What do you ask Google, Sam? Well, let me show you. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. BTC, and you can put equals. Oh, even if you put plus, it'll still do it. USD. USD is dollars. BTC is Bitcoin. Or you could put Bitcoin to dollars, whichever one. It'll come out the same way. So you have a calculator right here. All you have to do is place in that exactly what it is. Let me get it right. That's $1.81. That's what that is. Let you guys know if you want to find out what it is. $1.81, close to $2 for admin fee. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now, this is the link that you send to for the admin. You always want to look down here and see who you're sending to. This is the admin. So, if you are fancy dancy and you're on your phone, you can actually scan this into your phone. You can scan it into your phone, and you have blockchain app on your phone. You can have Coinbase app on your phone. I have both. And you can be mobile, and you can do this mobile. No one stops you from being able to help other people. So you copy that to make sure that you get the full thing. Sometimes when you try to do this, you might miss something. You know, sometimes with me, I look cross-eyed. I might look with one eye and not the other, and then I might miss something. Some of you guys might have the same situation, but to cure all that, you click on this, and it gets all of that. And then the same thing with this. If I'm in a hurry and my finger slip or whatever and I hit copy, then I go over there and try to paste it, it's not going to be the full number. But I'm going to send Ray, copy this right here. This right here in Coinbase to send to someone. You just click on there, okay? You go and get their address, which Ray has so kindly provided for me to send him a bunch of money. And so I will paste that there, okay? The paste to what they told me, and I will go back to fund my cause, and I will copy from the account. It's just as simple, you guys. If you can't do this, then you know what? Y'all need to quit. Then you go back over here and you paste. This is to make sure you put in the right amount. The right amount. And then remember what the note? Sent to Ray, Maine. And like I said, normally if you go in here and you go down, and I'll show you guys, well, I'm not going to show you on this transaction. You'll go down and it'll say Ray Maine, his username, his phone number, and all that good stuff. And the only thing you do is you copy it, and then you right click, go copy it, and then you go back over to the notes, and then you just paste it. Real easy. If you guys like to type, I don't like to type. I like to click. Then you have all that information there. Okay? So when you hit send funds, that's the next step. You make sure everything is good. You verify it. Make sure you're not sending $100. Make sure it's $2, because some of you guys might miss the decimal or miss a zero or something. Make sure it's the right amount. Make sure it's the right address. And now the note is there, and you hit confirm. It has just sent it to Ray. I don't have to wait for confirmation. I don't have to wait for anything. Now I have to get the transaction ID, because you know what? Let me move this over here because it's in my way every time I see fund my car. Now I need the transaction ID. I got the price, I got the link. Now I need to go and put in the transaction ID right here. This is where it goes. So now I don't even have to wait. I can go back to the account and click on the transaction that I just sent. And you see it says sent to Ray. I see everything in here. I know what I sent and what I did. So if someone tells me, nah, I got it. And not that I'm that organized. I learned from somebody who was Tom DeLuca, and I'm teachable and coachable. So hey, I'm not the only one that has bad habits. You see how the transaction says confirmation 0? You see how it says confirmation 0 transaction? I don't have to wait for it to confirm. All I have to do is click on it right here. It's going to take me to this place. Now look, if you ever have an error and it doesn't show up, if you go over here into the browser, there it is. Right after info, there it is. It will say your hash, and you go here. It doesn't have to be confirmed. You can still get the mission accomplished. Go back to your transaction on Fund My Cause. All you're doing is going back and forth, back and flipping between your wallet and Fund My Cause site. That's it, back and forth. That's the hardest part of this. Making sure you're putting the exact links where they need to go. Because this thing will tell you didn't send the correct amount and you don't have the right hashtag ID or transaction ID. It will not let you complete your mission to move forward. You have to complete the upgrade, and then when you get to the upgrade, you do the same thing. Wash, rinse, and repeat. You find out who you're sending to, you copy their address, you get how much you're sending, and then you send it, you verify it, you put the hashtag here, and you hit submit, and you have completed your task. That's it. There's nothing hard about this. So that's where it goes, and I will submit that, and it will go to the admin as if the admin was Ray. So now, Ray, you should have received that by now.
Not yet.
Okay, but I sent you $2. So look,
Yeah.
Send me $2 back. This way. Hey, you ain't gotta wait all that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I want to confirm it, man.
Well, look, while Ray is looking on to that, so we're gonna open up later on in a little bit for questions. We're not gonna hold you guys long tonight. I wanted to show you a few things. This is all on the fly. And let me see if I can get where I need to go before I start talking about that real quick. I think it's the, is it the? No, I can't. I think it's on Chrome. THE. Oh yeah, it's on Chrome. There you go. So this right here is something that I use for scraping emails off of the internet. It's a tool that I use. It's called a Mailer Pro. You can listen to the video and it teaches you and trains you how to use it, how to do certain search words on Google. So let me see if I remember exactly how, say Bitcoin, and I want to do in quotes Gmail, and let me see if I could do a search. Okay, let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Now you can go to your settings. What you want to do in your settings to make sure that it's at 100 results per page, and then never show instant results. You want to make sure that's there. You don't have to do any changing of anything in there. You want to just make sure that it's at 100, and then you hit save. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do as far as that's concerned. So you should be able to have 100 entries more on the page. For every page, it should be at least 100 entries. Okay? And let me go back to page 1 and let me show you. what I'm doing. Now I'm giving you the San Juan quick break it down layman term overview training. There is a video in this that you can sit and listen and get the whole skinny. Now what I want to do, I want to go in here and I don't see it. Okay, select all. It is there. And some people know the command. It's Command A. So then it's oops, do not go to that page. All right. So then it's copy. Now what you want to do is you want to go back to the Mailer Pro, and look like I don't have it up. Let me open it again. And I'll get this link for you guys if you know what? It was on my Chrome. There it is. It was on my Chrome. I'm sorry. So I'm back over here to Mailer Pro, and my input window, I put that there. Okay? Is that the right stuff? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, making sure that's there. So then the only thing I do is hit extract. So all these emails, I got 33 emails, okay? So what I do is I want to come here and copy that, and then I want to open up my Google Docs, Google Sheets. Let me show you guys. You say, well, I don't have nobody to talk to. I don't have nobody to send to. Well, let me show you how to get a lot of people every day. Now, we all know that Bitcoin is one of the hottest commodities, or what's going on out there. People are talking about Bitcoin. And there's a few programs out there that's going around, but still, there's too many people that don't know anything, and there's a few people that know about the program, about Bitcoin. But what they don't know is they don't know about Fund My Cause. So what you want to do is you want to title your column as email, and then you want to paste. That's all the emails that I just pulled up from the web. Now I got 34. Now let me go back and show you guys this again. And you can do this all day, all night. I'm on my Fox. So let me go back to Fox. Yeah, right here. So I want to go to the next page. Okay, you can do this. Take a little time out of your day. Do this if you don't have nobody to mail to. And then you do the same thing. You select all, copy everything, go back to your software. Come on, you. It's on my Chrome. Okay. Clear it out, reset it, paste it in there. You don't have to fiddle with none of the settings or none of that stuff. You don't have to. And then hit extract. Now I got 53 more emails. Everybody, these are people that mention Bitcoin, is talking about Bitcoin or whatever. Okay? So now I'm building a list of people that have these, if they're movers and shakers and they have put see Tom something blog or website or whatever. Oops. Alright. Let's see what we're gonna do. Paste. Oh, Control V. There you go. So now I have 87 people to send some email to about Bitcoin. Now what do you do? What are you gonna send them? How does it work? What do? You go to your Google and you create a draft. And I'm gonna go to Gmail and create a draft. The only thing that you have to do to create a draft is you hit compose, and you want to put let's put something else. Do you need funding for your Bitcoin. And then I'll put something here about the program, something simple. Let's go see. Fund my cause, how it works. Do they have anything? Let's go to this video. All right.
Welcome to Fund My Cause.
Transcript. You guys see that? There's a transcript right here. And you can copy that transcript. Copy it. The words that they're saying in the video. Okay? So I go here and I paste that there. Now you have to go through and make sure you take those numbers out. That might be a little bit too much for you right there. But that shows you could take the words from that video and just put it right there. And they're talking about Fund My Cause. Make sure you read it and you can actually edit it. Let me see if I have anything in my drafts. Do you need funding for your Bitcoin? That's the one I just did. This building is great. Alright. So, are you ready? I didn't put anything. Here you go. This morning, take this out. Here's, I'm getting somewhere with those. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Fund My Cause link right there. I'm gonna put my Fund My Cause. Let's go and get my link. Put that right there. Because this is just for tests. I don't really care. I just want to show you guys. You guys can write a good email, but I just want to show you exactly how to do the draft. Okay. Put my link there. You always want to give a call to action, and you want to give them direction, because people are dumb. Oops, did I say that? Hey, it's right in front of their face, and they won't do it until you tell them to do it. So click here. All right. So do I want to leave that there? Nope. And then I want to put maybe some information. I put my phone number there. You say, look, I'm not sending everybody my phone number. This is my Google Voice number, okay? You don't have a Google Voice, then you in the starters club of internet marketers. Or if you might have another number that rings on your phone number, you don't want to give, if you're an online marketer, internet marketer, you don't want to give everybody your number, but you do want to get a direct call. So you screen your calls, the ones that know you and you like and trust, then you give them your phone number. So if you guys got my phone number, then you know I know and like and trust you. If you got my Google Voice number, then you suspect. Just saying, you're bad. I know. I know. Contact team 30K at. And I'm gonna get out you guys' way and let you go back to partying later on tonight. But I just wanted to hit you guys out with a few pointers. This is not just Fund My Cause. This is marketing general. This is stuff I do in $25 Legacy, Vita Divina, doesn't matter. All these skills and techniques and tools is stuff that I do in all these things. When you see the next opportunity that's coming out in March, you'll know. Get ready. So all you do is put your content there. Are you ready? Something to call to action and get their, something different than they normally see to make them open it up. And you leave recipient open. So remember, that's what the title is. Are you ready? And maybe I put free Bitcoin. People, that's attraction. Free Bitcoin. Oh no, not. Yeah, let's go with that. Something that make it. I want to see what free Bitcoin. Free Bitcoin. Receive. Some more power to it. Receive. And this is on the fly, guys. I'm not an ad copy guy. So most of the stuff, if I see something that's attractive, I borrow it and I use it and I get results. So there it is. Are you ready? Receive free Bitcoin. That will get the box open. Then click here. They should click there. They go there. What would be nice is add another video, like the explainer video. Matter of fact, I might just do that. This explainer video right here. Copy. Oops. And go back over there to my draft and put that in there too. And make that a clickable link. You guys know how to do this real easy. Just put it in there. Hit OK. Now it's a clickable link. And you always want to make these links, click them and make them link like that. Because what happens when it goes through Google on the other side, for some reason it won't take anything. The hyperlink won't go but to right there. And people aren't smart enough to say, hey, if it's not working, just to copy the whole thing and paste it in the browser. They want to click on it, and if it don't work and it doesn't redirect to where they need to go, then hey. Now what you want to do also is send it to yourself. Send it to yourself first before you send it out, so you can look at it, see how it lines up and everything. Make sure all these words don't run all the way out south, whatever. Make sure it looks good on your side, and then you can come back to your draft and actually send it. Now you at this part, you got your draft. It's all good. It's ready to rock and roll. You got your list of your people that you want to send to, and this is email scrapes from Google. Google. And then put the date. 01 what's the date? 13 1997, 2017. All right, so I'm cataloged, everything's good, I'm looking good. Now, what you get sometimes is you get these little dots behind the actual thing. You have the dot. You want to remove that dot, because if the dot's there, you get no airplay. So this is a dot. Here's a dot. Everywhere is a dot. Dot, dot. Sometimes it just scrapes and it doesn't get the whole email. .gmail.com. You want to complete those things. Well, saying I've sent it out and it just sent back errors for all my stuff. Okay, because you didn't go and get all your dots out. You gotta get your dots out. And give me this real quick, and I'm going to wrap it up. I need to make this smaller for you guys because I can't actually navigate it on my Mac. Why it's so big. You don't need to see that part since I'm just taking out the dots. But Ray, I'm going to switch over to you, and you send that transaction real quick, and then I'll come back and finish up and do this mail merge if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, here comes the screen, Mr. Owen.
All right, can you see?
Yes, sir. We see it.
Right there is your transaction number, brother.
All right.
Well, come on. Okay. Now, well, you want me to go over the juicing part? I noticed this morning that there were some people that were having trouble with the juicing part. They were just putting things like, I posted in this group and that group and the other group, please juice. That is no good. The reason being is because whenever you post in a group, you're posting at the top, but by the time some of the people get over to juice it, it could be, 100 miles down in there. So you got to have what they call a permalink. Now I've got Glenna's pulled up here, what she put in this morning. Let me get this out of the way. I clicked on that link. Right here, I just want to point this out. Glenna put this post in here 6 hours ago. You see this 6 hours right here? Click on that right there. And up here in the URL, this is the link that you want to share to have people to come back and juice it. Because whenever they come back, that'll take them right directly to that post. Okay, now we're changing some things up here. Saying is in the Team 30K, the co-op group, in the file section, hardly anybody's going to the file section, and there's been a lot added today. Igor was doing his best here. The link to post, San is the one that's watching the links, the ones that the people that get a lead, somebody that comes in, then he will make another notation here. This will always be the link that you post. Whenever you make your links, whenever you make your post, put this link in, whatever it is. It's San and John and Igor's responsibility to make sure that they've got the last link in there. Go ahead and make your post, get your permalink there like I showed you, and then come back to this post and and put the wherever you got the link. Whenever, like, you're juicing somebody, I'm stammering as bad as Igor. Whenever you get your link, you go out and you post, you comment, you're juicing somebody else's post, and you comment. Then you come back to that link and you put done. Now what I'm thinking that Igor and them's going to do, what we need to do is, everybody, whenever you make a post, in place of just putting, hey, I posted here, there, and yonder, you've got it in the Fund My Cause Team 30K group. Some are putting it here in the co-op group. Some are just putting them in the chat. You need to send those links that you're needing juiced. Send them to Igor and John and let them put it here on this link to post. Let them do that. If we'll discipline ourselves to everybody do that, then John and Igor can monitor that. They can make sure, they can go and look at the link and make sure it's done right, and then they'll put the link up here. We come up here, we click on the link, we go out, we make our comment, we come back to that link, and we put done. That way Igor and John know that you have done your part. You are a team player. You are doing your part as far as helping juice the members in the co-op. Now, however, how many people that you want to juice their posts when they're posting themselves in the other, their Fund My Cause 30K or here in the Fund My Cause chat, whatever. If they're juicing their own post and you want to help them, which I think it's a good thing, all of us trying to help each other out and everything, that's a good thing. But as far as the co-op, you paid your money. The people that are in the co-op need to be making sure that they go into the co-op group first thing in the morning, and I do it twice a day. I'll go in the morning, I'll go in it of an afternoon, and I'll go in there and I'll go to the files, click on link to post, and then I can take this link and I can put it in my post, come back here and or talk to Igor. I don't know how Igor and John's wanting to do this, whether you want that PM to them or each one of us come here and post our link, but that'll be up to them. They're the ones that's handling that. But it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. That's all I got, Mr. Sand.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So we're going to get back to this mail merge because I want to show you guys that I showed you how to get into blockchain, showed you how to find your link, showed you how to go into Coinbase and how to find your link and do your transaction. Ray I need you. What I need to do is I need to go into Coinbase, and I need to get my link and give it to you so you can send me back my $2.
I've already sent it to you, brother.
Did you? Did I give you that link?
No, I sent it to the same link that I sent to start with, which would have been blockchain. What an idiot. Okay.
It's all good.
I didn't send it back to Coinbase. No, you were so involved I didn't want to interrupt you, so I went ahead and sent it back to the Team Nixta.
Oh, the one up there for Team Nixta?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well that isn't a problem. It's all good.
You got it. It's just not in your Coinbase. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all good. So what I want to do is I want you to show them how to find the transaction ID in blockchain. I showed them how to find it in blockchain.
Okay, have I still got the screen?
Yeah. No, I'm getting ready to send it back to you.
Okay, I've got the.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Greg.
All right, Greg.
How are you tonight?
We are in the middle of a training recording.
Sorry.
All right, no problem. Are you 916?
Yes.
All right. Let me put your name by your thing so I know who you are. Let's see who else snuck on here. 910. That's got to be John.
No, this is Brad.
Brad. Whistle. All right.
I snuck in.
210.
No, 985.
That's me.
That's Chuck.
Yep.
All right. I'm just trying to put you guys' name because it doesn't. When you're on the phone, it doesn't say who you are, so I know who you are. All right. 252 is who?
Yeah, that's John.
Okay, that's John. John, the big man on campus. All right. That's pretty good. I got everybody pretty much. And I got my boy Brad. All right. So, I got Brad on here. I can't believe that. All right. So, Ray, I'm gonna give you the screen and then let you send it back to me. Hold on one second. And so we can show them exactly how to get that transaction ID on blockchain. All right.
All right, you should be able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
And now I'm having trouble finding my correct. With blockchain, they've got a 2 or 3 step deal. I was amazed at you getting in there as quick as you did a while ago.
Well, that's probably why I got 200. I was taking out of mine too. Because if I can get in it quick, somebody else can too.
Yep. 784. Oh.
So what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to show you how to go and get that transaction ID. Because really, other than that, that's the hardest part of this deal, is finding that transaction, and it's not really hard at all.
All right. Now, this is the transaction that I sent back to Mr. Sand a while ago. As you see, he was talking a while ago about be sure and put a note. That makes it easy for me to find. Return to Sand for training purposes. I click on right here where it says sent. Click on this little square with the arrow in it. And right here is the transaction number. It's this top one, right?
Yep.
Right there is the transaction number.
And it's in the browser too, at the very top.
Yep.
Behind TX. For those people, like I said.
Right there.
Yep. And then you copy that, go back over to Find My Calls, and place it into where it says transaction hash ID. And that's it. And hit submit. Just that easy. Just that easy, you guys. If you can do this, you can work with this community, helping each other and getting them 126 people giving you 84 coins, helping one another with their cause. So that's completes the onboarding with the blockchain and the Coinbase, showing you how to get those IDs. But I want to finish up with this mail merge. I got my list right just now. I just seen a dot I missed. Okay. Oh, and this one right here is probably gonna bounce. One thing about this is, if it bounces in Gmail, they ain't gonna close down your account too much. If you're out here and you're doing a lot of this on your regular autoresponder and you uploading all these names to your autoresponder, you're gonna get kicked out. So if you're gonna do that, especially to people that you didn't qualify and they don't know you or whatever, then your list, you want to go ahead and go into something like this and do it. So what's next, Sam? You go to add-ons at the very top. You click on add-ons. And it should open up. And there it is. Then yet another mail merge.
Unmuted.
How to get that? It's an app you want to go into.
Muted.
Oh, my fault. Good job, Lonnie. How about now?
Unmuted. Muted.
All right. So, like I was saying, is you go to add-ons at the top, and you click on yet another mail merge. Yet another mail merge is just an app inside of Google. In order to set it up, you just click at the top. It'll ask you to go ahead and manage add-ons, and you will click on that, and you will search in the top of the thing. You search, you type in yet another mail merge, and this will come up, and then it'll ask you to install. It'll ask you to authorize it, to allow, and then they'll say thank you, welcome, whatever. You can do 50 a day for free. Now, if you're like me, you have a big list, or you're doing 100 a day, or 2 or 3, 400 a day, or 500 or whatever, you can't do more than 500, but 400 a day is the max. It's $24 a year. So $24 a year. You can do it. Send the payment to Google or whoever their third-party company is. So yet another mail merge. So I want to click on that and hit Start Mail Merge. So now it's populating, it's working. Letting you guys see that. Let me see who is making the noise other than me. All right, muted you out, Greg. You snacking, man. Let me get that. What you eating? All right. So now it's supposed to be coming up mail merge, but it look like it's taking too long. There it is. There it is. Now, it's the recipient column. That's the column I'm pointing to. Now, if you want to get fancy dancy and you want to put their first name and their last name, you can put that in your in here and point it to that, and it'll actually put the code inside your inside your draft. You can actually do that. There's a way to do that, but that's another training. Today we're going to keep it real simple. We're just going to shoot out to these emails. I got it pointing at this column right here, that A column. I'm going to hit save. It's going to ask me the sender name. I put my name there. Then it says the template. The template is the draft that we saved in Google already. That draft, are you ready? This draft right here, that's the template that is already saved. So we want to point it to that template. Are you ready? There you go. So now you can send a test email, which is always good for you perfectionists. You can actually set it for the time to set it later, so you can do that, or you can just send it right out. I'm just going to send it right out. So you click the mail merge, and now it's sending out to all 85 of those You know, who will, who won't, I don't know what next. I don't know. Just keep doing it. 100 a day, that's your goal. Scrape 100, send out 100. You can do Gmail, you can type in Yahoo, you can do whatever email client. You can put in what keywords you're looking for, and it will scrape it pretty much. So once it completes, hopefully I'll get a record to show you exactly what you'll get. As you can see right here, it's saying that it's sent. So what it's doing is it's sending out each one of these individuals an individual email, the one that I just drafted. So what's good about it is I get to see what time they opened it, if they clicked on the link, all those good things. So I need to know. So if they did, I might want to follow up with another email. Another thing is, if this list is responsive, then I want to delete all the ones that are non-responsive, and the ones that are responsive, say they open up their emails. The biggest part of email marketing is getting people to be responsive and open up their emails. I know people that's on this call, when I send emails to them, you know what I get? I get something that responds back and sends me some marketing stuff that they sent on some automatic response. See, this says it was open. These two guys opened it. They respond fast. So you know what I would do with these two people? I would put them on my master list in case I'm gonna be selling bubble gum next month, or I might be selling some car detergent, car washing detergent or something. I don't know. But these are responsive people. These are live people that's responding. So I want to do some investigation. I can go on Google and type in these emails and see where it leads and what I can come up with. Samantha, I don't know her name, but when Bitcoin was mentioned, she came up. She might be the owner of Bitcoin. So be careful what you're sending. But you see, all these people have opened their emails. So you could go over here, and what's going to happen is it's going to bounce back for all the bad ones. It tells you bounce is 4, open is 7, and you look at your 9%. Anywhere 13 or better is a good open rate. 13% or better is a good open rate. So now if you want to see I have a couple of links that's in that. If you want to see if they click on those links, it's going to show that they clicked on those links. So that's the mail merge. Now what I do a lot of times is to you guys, I send you an email, and you have your email in the back of Fund My Cause. And what I'll do is I open up all these, especially when you have people that have new people that come in. I open these. Every time you click on these, it'll just open up new ones. Okay? Pee-wee, these people right here. Now, if it's one of the people that don't have a link, that means they're not going to be in the matrix long. That means they're getting ready to leave out the matrix. So what I want to do, I'm trying to find somebody that don't have a link, like this guy right here. This is Jeannie's person. So this guy right here won't be here. He joined January 13th, 2007. He expires the 15th January 2017 at 2:51. So this person's not going to be here. So you can wait for Jeannie to follow up with this person, or you can be proactive. You can do this. It's all about communication. It's all about receiving a connection. You can call that person up and say, hey, see that you are just came on to our team, and I just want to make sure that you're getting the help you need. You know, my name is Sam Warren, and I want to really help you build. I see you haven't joined yet. Is there any questions that I need to answer? Or you check the email out and see if it's a real email. If it's not a real email, then you know that person was fooling whoever they signed up on, or they might have been out there marketing and this person just fell in there. So basically the same thing you do here, you should have your team's emails already set up. And what you can do is the same thing I did, is select all, and you don't have to worry about what it captures. Copy it, and then go to that mail merge. Let me see, it was on my Gmail. Go to that mail merge, and then paste it right here. Not mail merge, and then hit extract, and this is the emails for all those people. So I want to send them out a call to action. I want to send them out a first touch. I want to send them out, and then you get to see. Not only do you get to see who's actually responsive, because you only want to. The window of opportunity when you come into any business or any multi-level or whatever opportunity you have, the first 90 days decides pretty much 60 to 90 days. 60 to 90 days decides pretty much how that business is going to be, how it's going to go. So you want to really come out the gate, really working hard, getting your people, getting connected, doing all those things. Every time you go to another opportunity, that should be your goal. If you can't go in there and give it the attention that it needs, then you probably shouldn't start. So with that being said, we have some people that's been listening, they've been talking. We've had some people that signed up, and then they want me or Tom or somebody to come back and re-talk to that person. I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't have time for it. I really don't. I only want to work with the willing. If you're someone that I have to convince or we have to convince, don't call me to put them on the phone and put me on the phone with them. Until you do your due diligence and you give them a video and they know what we're talking about, and if they're curious about Bitcoin and you haven't even explained to them what Bitcoin is, you need to send them a video. You need to let them see a video before they even talk to me or Tom. We've given you guys the golden goose. Call us anytime and we'll do 3 ways for you. But if you haven't done your part, then guess what? I'm not doing my part. If you're in the business and people are saying, well, they kind of confused and they still don't know, and when they signed up they thought this, it's your fault. It's not mine. Because all that stuff should be cleared and taken care of before they even sign up into our organization, because we are here to help one another change lives, and we can't get to our destination dragging you, dealing with your shortcomings, because you ain't never been successful in an opportunity. You know why you haven't been successful in an opportunity? It wasn't the opportunity, it was you. Whenever you let go of what you're doing and really become a part of something like this team, and come in and put your work ethic in where you can support and do what you don't have to be a great recruiter. You don't. All you have to do is when someone has a post, go in there and support it. Talk about it. Show up on the calls. Those things. The little things, that's what means the most. That's the teamwork that makes the dream work. If I'm the guy who is great in sales, and Ray is good at speaking and showing people instructions after they come in and training and teaching, and John is good at graphics and all these things, and we all come together and we focus on our strengths, guess what? We're unstoppable. But if we're all doing different things and we're not on one accord and facilitating and using each other as our gift or our strengths, then we're going to fall apart. So I don't know what yours is. Make sure you get in contact with me and say, hey, this is what I bring to the table and this is what I want to do, and I'll find a way to implement it. Igor said he's not good at recruiting, but he runs the juicing. He loves juicing. That's what he loves to do. So I told him, I said, hey, if you come in and you run the juice thing, we'll handle the rest. If you're in a co-op and you sign up for the co-op, you need to get in touch with me directly. My phone number, call me. All the people on this call, 941-587-5740. If you're not talking to me, then you really don't want to be on this team. Because we need to know each other. We need to get to know each other. We need to find out who each one of us are. Connect. So you call me and let's get connected. That's what you should always be doing with your upline and with your downline. If they don't want to respond back to you, then work with the ones that are. But as long as you have more than one or two people in this, then your job now goes from recruiting. You still need to recruit, but you need to manage your people, because what happens the next month is a one-time out of pocket. Well, I see that the next month I'm going to have to upgrade again. Those gifts will be given to you. It's not coming out of your pockets. Oh, okay. But if you just tell them one-time donation, then next thing you know, when the next month comes and they have to do it, and then will they do it if they're still confused, they don't know how to get into their wallet? I have a lady who runs a big foundation and she is confused because she don't know how to set up a wallet, she don't know how to do all these things. Well, I give moment notice trainings on Fridays and Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. And if you ain't came and you ain't jumped in, then guess what? That's your fault. The problem is you. If your leader isn't giving you the opportunity to do it, and they're not sending you emails and letting you know about these trainings and these meetings, and they're not putting you in the group and all these good things, then the problem is not them. You know why? Because you are a person of your own reconnaissance. You have to take responsibility for yourself. If nobody is delivering it to me, then I need to seek and find and get it myself. There's no babysitting. There's no hand holding. We will do it for you because we know some people do need a slow step. We'll do that, and we don't mind doing that. But some people have got to the point when they come in every business, they don't want to do their part. They want everybody to serve it up to them on a platter. You want me to beg you to make you money. I don't need it. When I know there's thousands of people that are looking for what I offer, and they're willing to pay for it, and I give it to you for free. And the only thing I ask is that you receive it and you share it and you teach it to somebody else. That's the code. So hopefully you guys are on board. It's not about fund my cause. It's about team. It's about us. If we come together and we work together, every one of us will be able to support our cause, our families, whatever that we really want to help people to achieve. So that's where it lies. If we don't, then you'll go to the next deal, and then you'll go to the next deal, and then you go to the next deal, and you'll keep shifting from deal to deal until you finally connect with the right people. The doors is open from Tom to Luca and everybody else in this thing. Everybody's here working together. So hopefully you guys are coming in with the same mindset. Don't use the language money. Don't talk about investments. Don't use those lingos. It is fund my cause. It's donations. It's not gifts, because if you say gifts, it's gifting, and then that opens up a whole nother area of legalities. So you have to know what you're when you're out here talking to people, the way you're positioning it and everything. You want to make sure you're using the right lingo. So the longevity and long-standing of this is we won't get closed down for those other reasons. Look, what's so funny is gifting is, there's a gray line there, real gray line. But crowdfunding is pretty much the same thing, but they don't say nothing about crowdfunding. President Obama got on his platform, got a lot of his money from crowdfunding. But they're pretty much the same thing. But one is frowned upon in the community. So if you say certain things, it brings a negative thought in people's minds. So you have to know the lingo and the stuff that you're saying. If you say investments, you say return if you're speaking about that, if you're in a oriented type of business, or not even business, a community that's helping one another, you can't be talking about how much money you're gonna get, because what kind of charity is that that's worried about how much money you gonna get? We have the ability to help other people achieve this on the first level, to help other people achieve that on the second level, to help other people achieve that on the third. And then when on the sixth level, you can help 84 or 126 people that's on that level, helping someone get or receive for their funding donations of 84 Bitcoins. Look, I'm still practicing on it too, because I've been in the business world and I've been into different things, but this type of platform and this type of opportunity I've never really been in, so I have to learn and change the way I talk as well. But practice comes, it's not, changes is gonna come unless you practice on it. But if no one's telling you about it, then you can't go out here and practice. So the same stuff we were talking about in our businesses, the lingo has to change when you're in this type of oriented funding or donating charity or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, not say clean it up, but if you can't call it a business, okay? It's not a business. You're not selling anything. You don't have no products. You're just donating to other people in a community for their cause. That's it. And as long as you stay on that avenue, you're good. If you go outside the lines, then you're subject to be, they say, dog food or shark food. So anyway, I am letting you guys go. It's 11. I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to stop the recording. If you have any questions.
This session is no longer being recorded.
We did record it. Hopefully it came out. Hopefully there was some good stuff in here that you guys could retain. Tomorrow, just give you an announcement real quick before you guys come on. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we'll have another breakout session. Tomorrow, 11 Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m., we're going to have another breakout session. Connect on Saturday. I guess, you know what I'm going to call Saturday? I'm going to call it the cookout. You come with your stomach half empty, come hungry to receive what we're going to be cooking up, what we're going to be throwing on the grill. It starts at 11 a.m. Look, if you can't get there on time, don't worry about it. We'll save you a plate. Just get there. So anybody have any questions, any concerns, something that you're confused about, something you need help with, make sure you get that covered tonight before you go. You can open up your lines. If you need me to open up your lines, I'll do that for you. Just type in the chat box. Or if you just want to chat in the chat box, go ahead and leave your chat, your questions or your concerns in the chat box. We'll give you guys a little while. I don't have nobody in the chat box, so I guess we good. Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Oh, Owen, I sent that to you. Hey Ray, what was that 1QFD? What link was that?
That was a transaction number.
Okay, that was your transaction number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So we covered both transaction IDs on both sides, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that they seen it, because that's the biggest That's the biggest issue. You know, some of them, you will have to do this. Like I said, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow too. We just keep talking about it until we get it. Lonnie, I think for the scraper, thanks. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that scraper worked good, man. He hit people in the head. Now, if it bounces, what I do is I normally hit delete and go ahead and delete that from my thing. And then what I'll do is I'll let it go a couple of days and see exactly who does what, you know. And then I'll come back and resend it. Not resend it, but launch it. And then it'll go out there and see who actually opened again. And then I'll just keep working on this list until I get as many greens until I'm satisfied. And then what I do is I take those greens and move it over to my master list. So you ever heard when people say you should always be building a list? Do you have a list? Where's your list? Do you have a list? Where's your list? Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's the fishing. You just fishing. That's all. You're looking for somebody, someone to talk to. And like I said, they might not be interested in this. What I've done is I've taken lists where I sent one thing out, and then I went back to that list and sent something else out, and I got more response on that than I did on the other thing. Maybe my email copy was better I don't know, but I actually got a better round the second time. So sometimes it's what the content, what you're sending out, might be the timing, I don't know. But if you don't send them out and you don't do it, then you won't actually get the results. When I first met Ramon's habit, his thing that he had to do every day was send out 100 every day. 100 every day. And I mean, when I would look at his leads in the system that we were in, because Ramon was one of my leaders when he first came in, when I first connected with Ramon, and into Opportunity Launch. I speak about it now. It's not around anymore. So Ramon was one of my leaders, and I used to see. I said, "What is this dude doing? How is he getting all these leads coming in? I mean, what is he doing?" See leads in his back office, new people coming in all the time. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, Ramon, what are you doing?" He said, "Man, I got this list of thousands of people, emails I've been collecting along the way, and I just every day I shoot out at least 100. Just send them out information, and one or two. You play the numbers game. You might send out 10,000 emails or whatever, and only get 5, 10, 20 people. I don't know, but hey, that's if you wasn't doing it. How many people do you talk to a day? A lot of times these guys online, they try to get you caught up with the new techniques and new stuff and put everything on automation. But I always tell people the story. I used to work in a Food Line warehouse when I was driving trucks, and I would drive up to the warehouse, and I have a big truck loaded. And I come in there, and I'll be all clean with my gloves and all that stuff. And then I see the electric jack, what you can get on, you can ride it, and you can turn the handle, and it goes up, and it goes down. And I said, yeah, man, I got the equipment going on. And then, this old guy pull up in the truck and look at him. He looked like he about half foot in the grave. He about to really... he about to go at any time. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, man, shoot, dang, he gonna load that truck? He gonna unload that truck? He might need to use this jack right here. I might need to give that to him. He come out the truck with a little hand truck, and man, he done worked that hand truck. He done slid it. He moving pallets now with a hand truck. If you guys know what a hand truck is, I don't know if you guys know what a hand truck is. It's the little, what do you use at the house when you load boxes on it? It's a hand truck. Okay.
Two-wheeler.
You load boxes on it and you move it from room to room or whatever. It's a hand truck. Two-wheeler. Whatever, with the little lip on the front. Yeah. And before you know it, before I got my truck unloaded, he done already unloaded, and he's sitting down, eating a little lunch, drinking a little drink or whatever. He's just sitting there, and I'm still riding that jack. In and out. Sometimes technology, sometimes all this stuff is not as good as just good old-fashioned ingenuity and hard work. That's what it goes down. I spend not that much time doing a lot of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, the man with the tools rules if you know how to use it. But if you're not using them, and you're not using them effectively, you're not going to get the outcome. So then sometimes you got to know who you are. and stop being who you're not. You know, some people are graphic artists, some people are bloggers, some people are good writers and all that good stuff, and some people aren't. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time trying to learn how to do that type of stuff. I will tag team and connect to the right people who do that type of stuff. And we work together as a team. And we accomplish great things. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. My moral of my story, my fabric for doing is making it a little bit better for us as a team. Team 30K. When you join Team 30K, our aspirations is to help each and one of us that's on the team make 30K within 6 months or less by doing activities, being a part of organizations and different things, by sharing our talents, lending it to one another. That's all we do. We're just a community of like-minded, like-spirited people working together to achieve a common goal. That's to achieve our dreams. Oh, I can't even talk. Achieve our dreams and to help us fund our causes. So you guys, Ray, you got anything before we go? Ray Main, my main man Main. He might have went to sleep. It might be past his bedtime. Right. Anyway, I got 10 open. I haven't got any clicks yet. I got 4 bounces. And so if I go here, and I'm gonna let you guys go, I'm gonna hang up real quick. I hit open track report. It'll redo it. All right, Lonnie. You guys don't have any questions? It'll redo it. I have 5 bounce, so I need to get rid of these 2. And I got 10 open. So we'll see what happens with this. If I get some good feedback, or if I could track it down. And like I said, I wasn't really trying to put anything that was great content out there. But this is pretty good. Let me delete this real quick. Ray, are you still here? I got kicked off. All right, you guys. If you guys don't have any more questions, I can unmute you guys real quick, and maybe that's the reason why you guys aren't saying. Why? That's a. I don't know. Anyway, if you can hear me, type yes. Will the recording be available? Yes. Oh, you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Unmuted.
Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Hey.